Good evening. This is Susanne with Pilates. You need a mat, you need a block, you need a band. It will be a 45-minute class. Let's start. Make sure that you are in a safe space. Make sure that you listen to your bodies. If there is a problem, because obviously if you're watching this recorded, I can't be there to know what is wrong with you. So make sure that you take responsibility for your body and you only do as much as you can. Have a break if you need to. And let's start. Stand nice and tall over the top of your feet. Your feet are hip width apart. Your eye line is against the horizon. You're going to start off with simple shoulder rolls backwards. Nice deep breaths. Try to breathe out as you roll those shoulders backwards. Inhale to bring them forward. Exhale to roll them back. Good. Nice. Couple more. And then gently pull those shoulders down, widen the arms, look up to the ceiling, breathe in, and then breathe out, look down to the floor. So I want that neck movement, that mobility through your neck muscles, through your neck bones. Take it up and down. Make sure the tummy pulls in, the tail gently tucks between your legs. A few more, inhale, and keep going, inhale. And exhale. Good. We've got one more. Bring it up. And then bring the arms to your side and start your gentle rotation. Look over the top of your shoulder. Try to keep your hips facing forward as you do this. Breathe out to rotate. Breathe in to take it back. Try to keep the same distance between your hands. Good. That looks good. Breathe out and breathe in. Keep going. Breathe out and breathe in. Breathe out and breathe in. Good. Bring the arms to your side. You're now going to bring the chin down. I'm going to turn sideways. You don't have to do that. You're going to bring it down. A nice round back. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale to bring it back to the top. You're going to circle the arms to the ears. You're going to extend to the back of the room. And now listen. Bring your body back into a vertical position. And on the exhale, you rotate. Pull the elbows out to the side. On the inhale, you bring the arms back up. On the exhale, you rotate over to the other side. On the inhale, bring the arms up. Then bring the arms back to your hips again. You roll it down. Now, if you've got osteoporosis, you're better off coming forward with a straight back. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale to bring it back to the top. Bring the arms to the ears. Extend, lean back. Come back into a vertical position. Inhale. Exhale to rotate. Inhale to bring it back to the center. Exhale to rotate over to the other side. Good. Let's do this twice more. Bring the arms to the side. Chin to chest. Roll it down. Make sure that the bum cheeks are engaged. Find the roundness in your back. Inhale, exhale, come back to the top. Inhale again to bring the arms to the ears. Extend. Bring your body into a vertical position, inhale, and then exhale to rotate, pull the arms to your side, inhale back to the center, exhale over to the other side. Good. Let's do that one more time. Bring the arms to your side. This is now your deepest, so really try to find that length in the back side of your legs. Lift your tails up, inhale down there, exhale, bring it back up. Inhale once more, exhale to rotate. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to rotate. Inhale to lengthen. And then bring the arms to your side. Perfect. You're now going to come down into a squat. Now, as deep as you can make it, surely you can take it a little bit deeper than me. I don't have a huge range at the moment. And then comes down, back up again. Clench your bum cheeks. Let's do a few more of these. Take it down. Arms come forward. And come back to the top. Deep down as you can take it down, really engage through the thighs and your bum cheeks and back up and try to lengthen your spine. Take it down, hold it down here. Good, we're now going to shift all of our weight onto the right leg. Shift your weight onto the right leg, hold it, and then shift your weight over onto the left leg, hold it. But if you can do more, you're going to sink a little bit deeper into your squat. Back onto the right leg and back onto the left leg, engage. Let's do it again. Right leg, feel free to sink deeper into your squat. Engage through the thigh. and your left leg. And then come back to the top. Perfect. Now hold on to your hip bones and stand on one of your legs only. The other one, the big toe, is on the floor. Can I ask you to lift the hip up and bring it back down again into a parallel position? Try to do this as much as possible without holding on. So if you're a little bit nervous about balancing, then take yourself a little bit closer to a wall. But try not to hold on at all if you can. Good, you're going to do it one more time. Lift the hip up and then drop it to parallel. Then extend the leg out to the side. The big toe is touching the floor. You're now going to lift the toe just off the floor. You're going to bounce the big toe onto the floor 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then hold it balanced. Flex your foot and pull the heel to your bum cheek. Pulse towards your bum cheek 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Extend the leg. Bounce the toe. 1, 2, 3. Flex your foot. Bounce to heel. 1, 2, 3. Extend the leg. Bounce to toe. 1, 2, 3. Flex your foot. Bounce to heel. 1, 2, 3. One more time. Extend. Bounce to toe. 1, 2, 3. Hold it flexed. And 1, 2, 3. And bring the foot back down. Shake it out. Well done. Let's try the other side. So stand on your big toe. Give me the hip hike. So the hips move up and down. The hips move up and down. Up and down through that hip. Feeling that deep muscle within your waist engaging. Good. And then you're going to hold it up and drop it down to hip height. Extend the leg. Bring the big toe on the floor. Bounce it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Hold the leg. Flex your foot. Bend the knee. 3, 2, 1. Extend the leg. Bounce the toe. 1, 2, 3. Flex and pull back. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you keep breathing. Toe. 1, 2, 3. Flex. Pull. 1, 2, 3. One more time. Extend. Bounce. 3, 2, 1. Flex. 1, 2, and 3. And bring that leg down. Good job. Shake it out. Hug a tree for me and lean away. Open up between the shoulder blades. From this position, you take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, you stand as tall as you can. Bring those arms right over the top of the crown of your head. Good. And then bring the arms out and interlace your hands behind your bottom. Stand nice and tall, and then lift the hands away from your bum cheeks. Feel a stretch in your chest. Okay, let's try that again. Hug a tree, lean away from it. Open up between the shoulder blades. Interlace your fingers here. Then lift up on the exhale. Just gently drop your shoulders down your back and pull the arms as far back as you can. Then open up, bring the hands behind you, interlace. And then lift the hands as far away from your bum cheeks as you can. Perfect. Lift it a little bit higher up if you can, really opening up through the front of your chest. You've got 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Good. I'd like to do some calf raises next. You're going to turn your feet outwards like Charlie Chaplin. You've got a fist width gap between your feet. Good. Stand nice and tall. Bring the arms out to the side. On the exhale, you're going to raise off the heels. On the inhale, you bring the heels down, up and down, fairly fast. Raise and down. Raise and down. Keep breathing. Lift it up as high as you can. And down. Make sure the tummy pulls in. Tail tucked. You've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. And bring it down. Well done. Let's go onto the floor. So make your way down onto the mat on all fours and start your cat-cow. It'll take me a minute or so to just arrange my camera so you can hear me. Sorry, hear and see me. Okay, what happened? Can't see myself anymore. Where am I? I'm talking without... Hello, hello. Can you still hear me? Thumbs up if you can. Okay. That is weird. That's not very good. You can't see me anymore. Hey. Let me see if I can video setting. Oh, yeah. This is a new problem that I have not yet come across. Come into the cat-cow, please. Let me entertain you just with my voice. Up and down through a cat-cow. Nice and big. Sit. Keep breathing. Okay, I'm back. Oh, phew. Perfect. Can you hear and see me again? Yeah, perfect. Sorry about that. No idea what happened then. So, cat-cow, like you just did, that looked great. And really feel the length from the hips all the way into the crown of your head. Gently pull your shoulders down your back. Make sure there is a breath. You've got a couple more. You've got one more. Good, and then what I would like you to do, I would like you to come into a neutral spinal position with the back of the head lifted, and then you lower yourself downwards onto your elbows. So your elbows are directly lined up underneath your shoulders. You're going to pull your tummy in, you're going to inhale deeply, and on the exhale, you're going to lengthen the big toe back, and then lift the leg up at the diagonal, perfect. Flex your toe, and then give me lovely round motions through that leg, without the hip wagging. So keep pulling the tummy in, keep that stability, pull the shoulders back and down, and keep breathing. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. And then change the direction, please. Give me longer legs. I can see some of your legs are not quite straight. Keep them nice and long. Make sure the hip is lifted. 3, 2, you got one more. And 1, and then bring that knee down, and then you're going to sit back into your child's pose as far back as you can go. So if you can sit back all the way onto your heels. Try to keep your elbows off the floor. That will give you a nice stretch through those shoulders and armpits. See what you can find here stretch-wise. It should all sit in your legs and lower back and in your shoulders. Good, and then come back up again. Find neutral once more, then sink down onto those elbows. You draw that belly button in nice and tightly. Then you're going to extend the other leg, so we're now on the other side. Good, and then give me round motions here. Really focusing on keeping the weight on both of your elbows and on your knee evenly distributed. Good, and you lift this leg up until you feel that your bum cheek is engaging. That tummy pulls in. Change the direction, go the other way. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. You've got 3. Make sure you lift the back of your head up without lifting the chin. 2 and 1. Good. And then bring that knee down. And one more time, sit back into your child's pose. Drop that breastbone down. Fantastic. Good. From this position, we go into the plank. Now you've got lots of options for the plank. So if you've got healthy wrists, you're going to come forward and you're going to keep your hips in front of your knees and you keep it on your wrists. If you think, no, I'd rather be on my elbows, then come onto your elbows. So it doesn't really make a huge difference. I find this elbow position a little bit harder than balancing it on my hands. If you need an easier option, you're going to bring the hips on the floor. Pubic bone and hips sit on the mat. You're sucking that belly button away from the floor and you're also lifting your breastbone away from the mat. So this is level 1. This is level 2. And then for a level 3, you come up onto your toes and hold it on your toes. Good, and hold it there. Really tuck your tail in. Lift your hips up. Lift the back of your head up. So find the position that suits you. Make sure you're breathing. You'll find that your body temperature will pick up. Keep the breath coming in through the nose, out through pursed lips. Make sure that your breastbone is nice and far away, lifted away from that mat. Most importantly, you're pulling your belt buckle to your rib cage. You've got 4 more deep breaths. 3, 2, and 1. And now you come back again. Find your knees on the floor, and for a third and last time, you come into your child's pose. Hopefully, that flexibility will have increased. Keep those elbows off the mat. Well done. Good. We're coming onto our side. So you're going to grab your blocks, or you could use a big fat cushion if you wanted to, and lie your head on top of it. Good. So the amount of stuff that you have underneath your head, whether that's a block or some books or a cushion, is so that your spine is perfectly lengthened. So make sure that that is quite a big block underneath your head, not too little. So you don't want to have that head drooping down. My knees are bent. I'm going to hold on to my hip bone, the top hip bone. Make sure that your waist is lifted away from the mat. So make sure the bottom shoulder is directly underneath the top one. Good. Tuck your tail in, draw the belly button in, and you're going to lift the top leg up and down. Foot included. Up and down. Perfect. Just check for a moment that your knee comes down perfectly parallel to the bottom one. I don't mind if the top knee is a little bit longer than the bottom knee, but it shouldn't be shorter. Good. And now we're going to do 2 of these. 1. Do it again. 2. Good. And now the third one, have a look. I'm going to bring the knee down and I'm going to lift my foot up. And then I'm going to bring it back up. I'm going to do 2 normal ones. Lift. Breathe out. Breathe out. And now hold. Give me that rotation. Lift back up and bring the knees back together. Let's go. 1. 2, hold. Rotate. Internal hip rotation. Bring it back up. And let's go again. Lift up. Clench your bum cheeks. Tuck your tail in. Hold. Internal hip rotation. Lift it back up. Good job. Let's do it again. 1. 2, internal hip rotation. Hold it at the top, and now lengthen your leg. Pull the knee to your chest and lengthen the leg. Push the bottom leg into the floor. Pull the knee to the chest and lengthen it away, making sure you don't lose your waist. Pull the knee in and exhale to lengthen. Pull the knee in and exhale to lengthen. And again, pull the knee in, exhale to lengthen. 2 more. Pull the knee in. Exhale to lengthen. Good. Have a break when you need to. Pull the knee in. Exhale to lengthen. Hold. Flex your toe and give me round circular motions through that thigh. Again, if you need a break, have it. Don't wait for me. 3, 2, and change the direction. Go the other way. Push that bottom leg into the floor. Find your waist lifting. So my whole upper body is involved in this. In a nice static position. 3, 2, and 1. And bring that knee down. Well done. Okay, we're going to come up onto our elbows. So keep the knees as they are and just come up onto your elbow. We're going to work on shoulder joint and waist. This is hard for the shoulder, so make sure you take advantage of the lower levels. I'm going to lengthen my top leg. So the top leg is long. My elbow and shoulder alignment is perfectly vertical. So make sure the arm isn't out here. That puts too much pressure onto your shoulder. So bring that elbow right underneath your shoulder. Good. For a level 1, you're going to bring the arm up. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, you're just going to lengthen your spine and lift your waist away from the floor as you pull your shoulders down. You can see my hip is on the mat. If I tuck my shirt in, you can see my hip is still on the mat. Good, and then hold it here and breathe. And this is your level 1. If it gets too much, because you've got maybe a shoulder injury, then have lots of breaks. But pull the shoulder down. That's your absolute priority, that shoulder is downwardly engaged. So this is your level 1. Very happy for you to hold it here and breathe. Make sure you tuck your tail in. For a level 2, quite a bit harder, you're going to take a deep breath in and you're going to use your legs. Push your hips off the floor. Good, and just lengthen it here and hold it in this position. That's your level 2. For a level 3, you're going to take the top hand, you're going to rotate it underneath you on the inhale. On the exhale, you lift it back up. See if you can turn the head as well. So turn the head, bring it under, and lift it back to the top. See if you can turn the head. You've got 2 more to go. Bring it under, lift up. If there's anything strange going on in your shoulder joint, I need you to have a break. Bring it under and lift up. And then gently bring the hip down, bring the hand down, and come on up. Perfect. Just for a moment, give that shoulder joint a little bit of a rotation. Lovely, well done. You then bring the elbow back down. We're going to go into a quadricep stretch. So it's the front leg, so the top leg is the front of your thigh. Hold on to your ankle and then lengthen the knee away. If you think that your knees don't really bend that way, then you can lengthen the lever by just wrapping your band around your leg, and then the knee doesn't need to bend quite so deeply. So it's up to you. This side I'll be fine. I can do this side. The stretch should sit in the front of your thigh, so anywhere here. Make sure that you tuck your tail in to support that lower back. Good, and now see if you can lengthen the knee away from your hip a little bit more. Lift that waist away from the mat and pull the knee nice and far away from the front of your mat. Good. No forcing and no pushing. You've got 3 more breaths. 2 and 1. Excellent. Let go. And then just bring that front leg forward a little bit and keep the back leg where it is. And then sit nice and tall. Nice and tall. Good. You're going to take one arm up. You're going to come down onto your elbow. Stretch away from your hip. So you want to lengthen the line between the fingertips and your hip bone. Push back up. You can grab hold of your shin bone if you want to go over to the tight side. Make sure it doesn't take your breath away. Let's go again. Take it down. Take it down. Breathe out. Find that stretch nice and long. Pull it back up again. Inhale and exhale to bring it over to the other side. One more time. Take it down, stretch it out. Pull it back up, hold on to your shin bone and stretch it over the midline. Wonderful. Good. Now grab your blocks. Place the blocks over to the other side of your mat and let's start the whole process again. Lie on your side. Pull the shoulders back and down. Lengthen your spine, tuck the tail in, and then lengthen, no, keep the legs as they are, make sure that your waist is lifted, and then lift the whole top leg up and bring it down again. Whole top leg lifts, bring it down, good. Really lengthen your spine and pull your shoulders back, regardless if you're standing or if you're on the floor. That upper body length from the hips to the crown of the head. Good. All right, let's do the inward rotation from here. Foot up, knee down. Lift it back up and close it. 1 lift. 2 lift and inward rotation. Let's do it again. 1 lift. Do it again. Lift and inward rotation. Good. We've got a couple more. Up and your bum cheeks. Come up and an inward rotation. Good. And again, as I said before, if you need a break, have a break. Top shoulder needs to be pulled back. Tummy is really tight. Good. And then hold it here. Pull the knee to the chest and lengthen the leg. Inhale as you pull in. Exhale to extend. Inhale to pull in. Exhale to extend. Make sure the waist isn't lost. Inhale. And exhale to extend. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale to extend. Inhale, pull in as far as you can. Exhale to extend. You've got 1 more. Pull that knee really close to your chest. Extend and hold. Good. And now start with your circular motions. Pushing that lower back leg into the floor. That's your stabilizer leg. Make sure the waist doesn't start rolling onto the mat. Keep that bottom leg engaged. I can see some of your knees lifting. Keep those knees on the floor. Change the direction. And it's not a contest of how fast you can do this. It's all about control. So some of you just need to slow down a little bit. Take your time in through the nose out through pursed lips. Your time is not going to pass quicker if you go faster. So slow it down. You've got 3, and 2, and 1. And relax. Perfect. Push yourself up, come on onto your elbows. Bring the arm up. Extend the top leg. And make sure that that top leg stays on the mat. So I just have to move down my mat a little bit. Bring the top leg up. Hold it there. Make sure that the shoulder elbow alignment is perfect. Make sure the shoulder pulls down. Good, and then lift the waist away from the floor, and this is your level 1. There's no lifting through the hips for a level 1. So if you're finding this is already getting a little bit too close to comfort for the shoulder, then just please have lots of breaks. Good, so this is your level 1. For a level 2, we lift up. Keep that waist lifted. If you want to do this standing, you can lean against the wall. Hold it here for a level 3. We rotate under. Make sure the head follows the movement. Make it look elegant. Take it under. And exhale to extend. Make sure you've got a really lovely long spine. Inhale. Exhale to extend. You've got one more. Bring it under. Lift it up. Hold it. And then gently bring the hips down. Good. We're now going to just sit up for a moment and give our shoulder a big shoulder roll, just to relax. And then when you're ready, bring it back down. And then you're going to hold on to your ankle on this side and pull the thigh back. So I definitely have to strap up my leg here. So you're pulling that heel as close as you can towards your bum cheek. Tuck your tail in and push the hips forward, and that will give you a lovely stretch in the front of your hip. If you need to lie down because the shoulder is now too tired, then please do that. That's quite possible that you find it more comfortable now, bringing the head on the floor. Hold it, hold it. Make sure that tummy pulls in, the tail tucks, and pull the top shoulder back. You've got 4 more breaths. 3, 2, and 1. And release. Good. Pull the front leg forward. The other leg goes behind you, sort of a zigzag position. Sit nice and tall. Bring both of your hands alongside you. Let's go into the mermaid. So we're going down, we're stretching away. So we're pulling the hips away from our fingers. That's really important. Yeah, then pull it up and go over to the other side. Hold on to your shin and stretch it over to the other side. Good. And keep breathing. Bend. Lift it up. Arch that back. If you need to have a leg straight because of knee issues, then just have one leg straight. That's okay. And come up. Lengthen. Let's do it one more time. Breathe out to lengthen. Breathe in to come up, and then breathe out to stretch. Well done. All right. It's time to come onto our backs. Loose your blocks. Only have equipment underneath your head if you can't lie on the floor without your neck hurting, or if you struggle to keep your chin tucked towards your neck. So if you feel that you're poking the ceiling with your chin, and place something small underneath your head and we'll sort that problem out. But if you can lie on the floor with that chin tucked in, then stay that way. Good. Start with your pelvic tilt. So draw the belly button in, lift the pelvic floor, and start with your pelvic tilts. You should all know what a pelvic tilt is. It's when you get rid of that curve in your lower spine. You breathe out, you gently pull that lower back onto the floor, and then you reverse it again. We're trying not to use our bum cheeks for this. So no clenching through the bottom, please. Breathe out. And breathe in. Keep going. Breathe out. And breathe in. Couple more. You can always come back to this if anything is not quite right. Out. Breathe in. There was a delivery man desperate to get in. You ignored him. Finally, my son decided to go and open the door for him. But we're peeling the spine off the mat now. Make sure as soon as your hips lift that you're clenching your bum cheeks. Come all the way to the top. Chin forward, please. Arms and shoulders are engaged. Inhale at the top. Exhale to bring it back down again. One vertebra after the other one. Make sure that you're not fully weight bearing into your spine. You want to weight bear with your feet and your shoulders, so particularly important if you've got osteoporosis. So you want to weight bear into the shoulders and into your feet so that your spine can practically move weight free through the movement. So you don't want to force that spine into the floor. It's a very feather-light motion with all of your body weight balanced on your feet and shoulders, and of course the length of your arms. You've got one more, bring it up to the top. Good, and then hold it up here, making sure the chin pulls forward. So what I would like you to do now, I'd like you to stand on your toes. That's a level 2, standing on your toes, so you can just keep the heels on the floor if you prefer. Without dropping the hips down, we're now going to open up our thighs as wide as we can get them. And then on the inhale, we close the thighs again to shoulder width or hip width. Open up and pull those knees back over the top of your ankles. So inhale, open up. Exhale to pull those knees back over the ankle. 2 more. Open up. Really tuck your tail in, please. And exhale to pull. 1 more time. Inhale to open. Exhale to keep your knees over the top of your ankles. And now roll it down with your heels lifted. 1 vertebra after the other one. All the way down onto the mat. Good job. All right. We're now going to engage our trunk. You're going to pull the tummy and you're going to lift the pelvic floor. You're going to hold that imprinted position. So the full length of your back sits flat on the mat. Chin forward. We're going to go into the 100. But we're not going to lift the head off. We're going to keep the head on the floor for now. Pull the shoulder down and really lengthen your fingertips forward to your feet. And now with the shoulders pulled back and down, you start your pulse through the arms. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. Good. You should do this without wiggling. So the arms are the only body part that you can feel moving. So there's no rocking through the head or the neck. If you want to make this harder, you're going to bring your legs into tabletop. So line the knees up with your hips, line the heels up with your knees. You can keep that lower back imprinted. So if you've got neck issues and osteoporosis, hold it like this. Feet on the floor or in tabletop. If you haven't got any of those issues, you can lift the head up and you can use your abdominal muscles to assist the movement. Good. Keep going. If you want to make this harder, you can lengthen your legs. Get straight over the top of your hips. Really lengthen those legs. Pull yourself a little bit higher up. Good. Keep breathing. Now, if you want, you can drop those legs forward. But make sure that you only go as low down as you can keep your lower back on the floor. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. If you find that your neck starts to hurt, you can bring the knees back into tabletop. You can bring the head back down. And you can just do a little breather here before you go back up again. So make sure that you work at your full potential. Don't overdo it at the same time. Nice deep breaths. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. If you've got long legs, I like those legs to be longer, much longer. Come on, no knees should be bent. You've got 81, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 91, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 99, 100. Good. Now bend your knee and bring the head back onto the mat. Relax. Pull the knees nice and close to your chest as you roll gently over the top of your lower back. Nice round motion. Good. And then change the direction. Good. The other way. Good. We're going to go into rotation for a moment. So you're going to widen your legs. Your legs are wider than the mat. Your legs are wider than the mat. So my feet are now on the wooden floor and not on the mat anymore. I'm bringing my arms out to the side. My palms are up. My tummy's pulled in. My shoulders are engaged. I'm now going to bring my knees one way as I lift one bum cheek nice and high away from the floor. Twist through the spine. Look away from that knee. And over to the other side. So you need to put a little bit of effort into your stretches. You can't just allow gravity to do the work for you. You need to sort of know where you want to feel the stretch and then lengthen away from the area. So here I want to feel it in the front of my hip and in my lower back. So I need to lengthen my top knee away from my armpit. So anchor the armpit onto the floor and then pull the knee away from your armpit. You just get much better stretches. Much deeper stretches. Over to the other side. Nice and long. Make sure that the stretch doesn't take your breath away. Go again. And last one, over to the other side. Good job. And then back to the center. All right, bring your feet back into hip width apart. We're going to imprint that lower back again. We're going to bring the chin forward. We're going to pull one knee to our chest. On the exhale, you're going to lengthen that leg forward, parallel with the other thigh. On the inhale, pull the leg in, and then place it back on the floor. Do not allow the core strength to ease off. So keep pulling the tummy in. Inhale to pull the knee in. Exhale to lengthen. Feel how that lengthening of the leg needs you to pull the tummy in a little bit more. So that's your level one. Really happy for you to stay like that. Extend forward. Bring it back in and down. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you're going to lift one leg into tabletop. Good. Pull the tummy in really tightly. You're going to pull the other knee towards you. Extend the leg forward to 45 degrees. And then bring this knee into tabletop as you pull the other one in. Breathe out to extend. Make sure the lower back doesn't move. Bring the leg into tabletop. Pull the other knee in. So this is your level if you have osteoporosis or neck problems. Pull it in and extend. Perfect. If you've got neither of those and you want to push it, then you're going to come up. Pull your knees a little bit closer to you. Chin comes to your chest. Find how the lower back sits tidy on the floor. You're extending one leg. You're going to gently hold to the leg that's closest to you, and then you push the legs away. Single leg stretch. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. Good. You can try to achieve this with your head on the floor, but you have to make sure that you keep your lower back really, really tightly pushed against the mat. So there's no easing off. So you've got 4 levels here. You've got 8, 7, 6. Make sure you're breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both knees come towards you and relax. Beautiful. Feet on the floor. Imprint your lower back. Good. You need all the space you can have around you now. You're going to lift the arms up. You're going to drop them to your ears. So the arms are hovering just above the floor by your ears. And then you're going to give me a semicircular motion back to your hips. So you inhale. And you exhale. Bring the arms to the ears. Pull the shoulders down your back. And push it around. Good, listen. Osteoporosis, stay in this position. Just find that shoulder motion. Find your core connection. Everybody else, roll the head and shoulders off again. Bring the arms to the ears and bring them around again. Bring the arms to the ears and bring them around. Good, one more time. Arms to ears, bring them around, and everybody have a quick rest. So we've got level 1 and 2 sorted. Now I'm going to give you one that's a little bit more tricky. So this is an intermediate movement. Feel free to go back to the ones I've just shown you. So come on up, everybody. Let's do the arms again. So arms to ears and around. But if you now can, please extend both legs forward and bring it around again. Bring it around. Good. Make sure you're breathing. Keep that lower back on the mat. So this is a double leg stretch. Pull it back in. 2 more. Extend. Pull the arms around. Last one. Make sure the neck isn't hurting. Bring it back in and relax. Good. So if you found that, oh, this was too much, it's called a double leg stretch, and that was a level 3, that double arm and double leg movement, then just stay with the lower levels that I've introduced before. Good. What we need to do is a back extension. So I need you to roll all the way onto your chest. All the way onto your chest. Coming to cactus position or surrender position, it's this one here. So that position on the floor with the elbows, the forearms parallel to your mat. Pull the tummy in really tightly. Melt your shoulders down your back. Clench your bum cheeks. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, you're going to lift the back of your head up. And you find a stretch in your tummy muscles. Hopefully quite easy to find because we've done just some tummy motions. So there should be quite susceptible to this stretch. So it should be fairly easy to find that sensation of lengthening through the front of your tummy. Inhale again. Exhale to lift. Good. Your eye line is diagonally in front of you. So make sure you're not looking vertically downwards or horizontally forwards. It is a diagonal line into the floor in front of you. Make sure you breathe out on the way up, you breathe in on the way down. Tummy pulls in, tail tucks in. Everybody does their own height. So depending on your back, you can come higher up or less high. But what you mustn't feel is any sort of backache. Because you're tucking that tummy in, you're clenching the bum cheek. Hopefully that back is nicely protected. You might not be able to lift the forearms off, and that's absolutely fine. You're going to do one more. Beautiful. And then you're going to take those arms and bring the hands underneath the forehead and just melt the shoulders down your back a little bit more. And then on the exhale, you're going to extend one leg at a time. So you're going to gently lift the leg away from the floor, just so that the big toe and the kneecap is lifted. You pull in the tummy in, breathe out, and breathe in. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in to take it down. And again, breathe out to lift. Breathe in down. If you want to make it harder, you're going to extend both legs at once. Good. And if you want to step this up even more, you're going to bring the arms back into surrender position. You're going to lift the head away from the floor. Your ribs are still on the mat, but your head is not. Your breastbone is lifted. Give me length, not height. Really important that you know the difference between lifting and lengthening that leg. No pain in the lower back, please, but really tight bum cheeks and belly buttons. You've got one more. You can stay with this, or you can lengthen both legs and then give me a swimmer's leg. So they go up and down. Make sure the upper body doesn't wiggle. Press your forearms into the floor. Press your fingers into the floor. Keep breathing for 4, 3, 2, good job, and 1, and relax. Fantastic. So what I would like you to do to finish off, I'd like you to come back onto your back. I'd like you to grab your bands. I'd like you to thread one of your legs into the band. Elbows are on the floor. Forearms are off the floor, but the upper arms are engaged together with your shoulder. And then pull the big toe down. And just feel that length that you create out of your heel. Pull the big toe down. Make sure the knee is nicely straightened. Good. So unless you've been diagnosed with hypermobility, you really need to try to completely extend that leg. Pull the tummy in. Make sure the hips are lifting. Good. And then 3 times, just drop it down a little bit. Release the stretch. And then exhale to pull it towards you once. Do it again. Breathe out twice. And then one more time, breathe out 3 times. Nice. Then come out of the band and fold your ankle over the top of the other thigh. Good. If you feel the stretch already, then stay here. There is no need to do anything else, but if you need to, you might need to pull the standing leg close to you. So don't hold on to the leg that you folded over. It's the leg that was just standing on the floor a second ago. You should feel this quite deep set in your hip joint as a stretch. Relax those shoulders, pull the chin to your chest. And let's do the other side. Same thing. Strap the leg into the band. So I can't completely straighten this leg, so I'm not, but you can. So you try to really, really lengthen that leg. Pull the big toe towards you and hold it there. A nice gentle stretch. Pull the tummy in for support. You're going to drop it down a little bit. Inhale, release the stretch, and then exhale to pull that leg a little bit tighter towards you. To find the stretch in the back side of your thigh, release a little bit and pull it towards you. Just keep that knee nice and long. Do it one more time. Release. Inhale. Exhale to pull it towards you. Hold it. Pull the toe nice and tightly towards your chin whilst the heel goes up to the ceiling. That really helps with developing the stretch. Excellent work. Bend the knee. Fold this ankle over. Yeah, I can't do it on this side, so I'm going to do it the same side again. Fold the ankle over. If you can't feel anything, then you need to pull the standing leg towards you. Relax your shoulders. Hold and breathe. Just make sure that the leg that you're pulling towards you comes in a straight line. So you're not pulling this across your body. The straighter you pull the leg towards you, the deeper the stretch will be. So if you pull it across your body, you can't hurt yourself doing that. But you might as well try to bring that leg in straight, because that will increase the stretch and you get a better quality stretch. Keep breathing. Try to relax your shoulders, your jaw, your forehead. One more deep breath. Well done. Unfold those legs. It's gone past 5:45. Well done, everybody. I'm just going to stop the recording. Make sure if you're listening to this recorded that you give me feedback if there is anything that you would like to say to me. Email. Look forward to hearing from you.